Solana at $100 isn't a buy, it's a flippin' heist, baby. Get the mask, get the bags, cause it's a robbery at high noon and we're going in. Oh, don't you dare blink, because that ain't the only dime-dropping alpha I've got today. Oh no. Stay strapped in, my beautiful reckless apes, because what we're about to unpack is hotter than a Quaalude-powered rocket to Mars on a bull market bender. I'm Jordan Bullfort, your digital drug dealer of dopamine-laced alpha. Today, I suck down the entire internet like a raging vacuum cleaner at an 80s Wall Street Coke party. I absorbed every tweet, every whisper, every noodle-armed Reddit speculation, and then I ran it all through my AI blender and out came a smoothie made of pure uncut truth, pure digital brilliance, spiked with a shot of decentralized madness. Now, who's ready to take a financial chainsaw to the markets? First, a word from the gods of fiscal mischief, tariffs. That's right, Donald Tariff Daddy. Trump is back channeling the founding fathers to smash global trade policies with the subtlety of a wrecking ball filled with Liberty bonds. On Anthony Pompliano's channel, he dropped the business bombshell that 50% of Americans have zero investable assets while cash gets eaten alive at an inflation rate of 26%. That's right, you're losing a quarter of that rent money just sitting there. It's like getting mugged slowly in installments by the US dollar. Now imagine all this fiery trade tension unlocking liquidity pressure like a shaken up bottle of cheap champagne. Hold that thought. Foreshadowing. That's what we call a trade setup, baby. Today we're going to dive deep, and I mean matrix in the rabbit hole deep, into the coins that matter most right now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. These aren't just coins. These are stories, identities, potential yacht tickets. And you better believe each one is dancing on the edge of breakout territory. You see all this global restructuring? It's like Viagra for American manufacturing, and by extension, crypto. Every tariff, every shakeup, every gas price drop is gasoline on the crypto bonfire. Let me take you back to the last time tariffs caused panic. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at a costume party disguised as a liquidity pool on a yacht in Monaco. I'll spare you the finer details, mostly because I forgot them. But I do remember one thing. When news of Trump tariffs dropped in 2018, the market stuttered, then surged. Why? Because the big boys at the top of the pyramid, they learned how to make it sexy again. And guess what? We're in that zone now, just like then. Altcoins, oh sweet degenerate altcoins, the jungle of dreams and broken wallets. Let's start with Ethereum. Now, the House of Crypto says it's obvious something massive is brewing, and they're right. Ethereum just dipped below key levels, now eyeballing a reaction at $1,500. That's a bottom so sweet it could have its own OnlyFans. According to Crypto John, who looks like he hasn't slept since the ICO boom, this is your wind-up, not your knockout blow. Ethereum is in Bitcoin's shadow right now. But let me tell you what comes next, shadow breakouts. That's when big brother Bitcoin takes off and little brother Ethereum says, wait for me, and sprints harder than a freshly minted memecoin influencer. Now XRP, oh dear XRP, you beautiful awkward duckling of a coin. Everyone pretended you died, but here comes the House of Ripple. Across the board, analysts are quietly licking their lips at dollar cost averaging between here and $1.50. XRP's always had one trick up its sleeve, lawsuit drama mixed with banking dreams, and while some don't see it mooning this cycle, I say that's exactly when it sneaks up. Everyone ignores the ugly duckling until the blockchain swan slaps them with a 10x. Solana. Can we take a moment? Solana is sitting at $100 like it doesn't know that it should be ashamed of how stable it's being. The House of Crypto and Kyle Chass both tip their hats to this one. Limit orders pouring in, people loading up like it's Black Friday. Solana holds its own in chaos, boasts some of the fastest transactions in the game, and guess what? Unlike Ethereum, it ain't choking on gas fees. In a world run by speed, Solana is a Bugatti with a Layer 1 license plate. Cardano. Oh, Cardano. The coin with more believers than utility. I love it. I absolutely love it. They're throwing blind faith like it's a Dogecoin rally in church. 50 to 55 cents is the speculative playground. Low entry, high hopium. Again, not my top pick yet, but if the market turns euphoric, ADA follows like a drunk puppy chasing a falling lollipop. Pick it up at your own risk, but pick it up early. Quick reality break. You think we're done? We haven't even dipped into the degen madness yet. That's right, degenerates. It's time for the real thrill, the part of crypto your accountant cries about in the shower. Before we go full casino, here's the macro rundown. Savvy Finance and the baby-faced maniac Arthur Hayes just said Bitcoin could explode to $250,000 by the end of next year. That's a $250,000 per coin, baby. Why? Because if you think we've reached max liquidity yet, you're about to get waterboarded with fresh money printing as elections heat up and global uncertainty skyrockets. Hayes also pegged $69,500 support for Bitcoin. Above that, we're gunning for $175,000 by September. That's not a prediction, that's foreplay. Meanwhile, Benjamin Cowan, who whispers sweet nothings about trend lines in the S&P 500, reminds us we're 20% off the highs. Translation, the suits are scared and that fear turns investors on. Tighter labor markets, possible Fed softening, these are rocket fuel in disguise. If rates drop, crypto pops. Wild prediction time. Ready? Print this out and tattoo it to your chest. If Ethereum closes above 2,000 this Friday, we're going straight to 2,500 by end of April, or I'll shotgun a Red Bull, put on a clown wig, and run through Wall Street screaming, Vitalik is my daddy. Okay, moving on, back to reality, sort of. Let me tell you about a little guy named Steve, working 2 jobs, scalp trading crypto on his lunch break from the fryer. This guy followed the price alerts from crypto gains religiously, flipping altcoins faster than my ex flipped moral compasses. Steve took Solana from 100 to 115, flipped it into XRP, rolled XRP into Matic, and now the man's leasing a Tesla with meme profits. That's what I live for. You're the wolf, Steve. Keep biting. Villains. Let's talk crypto villains. You regulators, you suits, you fee-sucking TradFi dinosaurs stuck in your mahogany offices, scratching your heads wondering what a yield farm is. Guess what? While you're choking on stale dividends, we're yield farming our way to yachts. Yeah, real DeFi degeneracy. Real DeFi. And hey, interruption time. Ring, ring. Whoa, hold up, I'm getting a call. What's that? The Lambo got towed because I parked it diagonally outside the SEC building again? Sell the stocks. Double down on XRP. Go, go, go. Okay, where were we? Oh, right, Degen Alley. Crypto Gains is screaming from his candlelit bunker that $78,000 Bitcoin is a critical flip zone. If we bounce, straight line to 120K. You heard me. Say it again, $120,000 per coin. They also want you to scalp those swings like you're a barber at a Bitcoin convention, and I agree. Smart money always shaves the top and bottom. Sepril, meanwhile, found a meme coin that's more viral than grandma's banana bread TikTok recipe. No charts, no rules, just vibes. But here's the thing. In volatile markets, nothing pumps like pure stupidity. If it's trending on Twitter, you bet some whale's front-running your retirement plan. Crypto hack of the day? Listen closely. When in crisis mode, don't panic sell. Instead, use it to accumulate. Set limit buy orders 5% below your worst fear. That's it. Cheaper entries while everyone else is crying on Twitter. That's where the money's at. Here's your recap before we launch the lightning round straight from Jordan Bullfort's trade yacht. Major takeaway from Anthony Pompliano: tariffs are shifting the economic playbook and crypto sits in the VIP lounge ready to feast. Altcoins? Whole menu of discounted dessert prices. Ethereum around $1,500, XRP around $1.50, Solana at $100. That's buffet pricing. Load up, plate up, and don't forget the doggy bag. Lightning round time, baby. Here's what I'm loading up right now. Bitcoin, support at 69.5. I've got buys parked there and targets as far as 175 by September. Hayes backs me. Ethereum, accumulating at 1,500. Looking for a reversal above 2,000 to take us to 2,500 by May. XRP, lock in DCA between 1 and 150. Ripple lawsuits be damned, it's a sleeping dragon with banker's pedigree. Solana, massive entry right at 100. This baby gets spicy above 110. Cardano, 50 cents? That's scavenger pricing. Stack now, wait later. Av? Oh ho ho. Don't think I forgot. Milk Road Pirot said GHO's poppin', Treasury at 90 million, profit stacking, and real-world asset expansion going nuts. I'm eyeing that 5x repeat like a hound dog sniffing a fresh turkey. Before I go, let me channel my inner prophet. I don't care if the markets crash, burn, or get vaporized by the Trade Federation. We, the degenerate dream-chasing maniacs of Web3, we will always find the pump. You hear me? You, gamer in Serbia. You, coder in your mom's attic in Des Moines. You're all part of this revolution where meme becomes money and chaos becomes cash. Now hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. Smash that like it's a FOMO sell wall at 80,000. And remember, from the depth of dumps to the peaks of pumps. This is Jordan Bullfort, signing out from my liquidity-fueled moon yacht. I'll see you on the other side of the next green candle.